Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Little Kennedy ground tonight. Need a break from approach. Someone else's job tonight.
So someone
JFK
explained to me
ground,
this.
hello, Delta
Y-axis
394
measures
with information
kilos,
hotel requesting taxi.
like weight
Delta
and
394
volume as
heavy,
well.
Kennedy ground. Good
What is the
evening.
sense
Runway
of this?
22 right, taxi via left on
So you asked that
Bravo,
question expecting it
Echo,
to
cross
have an answer
31
that
right.
makes sense.
Server group assigned.
Taxi 22 right via left Bravo, Echo, cross 31 right.
Melvin Leroy, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, Brant. I hope you've got your routine all ready to go for Saturday afternoon in the C-17. Second annual Virtue Safe Flying Club chat. 1 o'clock Saturday. It's almost here. It's a lot of work and planning that's gone into it, and we're finally ready to make it happen. Live on Twitch. That's what I like to hear, Brant. That's what I like to hear. Gonna be lazy tonight doing just
That's
ground,
not
because this approach has been just crazy today, so. R6 Chavez 122, thanks for coming in today. How are you? I am doing alright. I'm a little tired. Played hockey this morning. Been playing hockey a lot recently, and my body is really starting to feel it. I'm sore all over. But I'm getting back into good shape, which is good. So I'm doing alright, just a little tired. Definitely, I got no plans tomorrow, which is good because I need a day of relaxation. I think the weather's supposed to be garbage here anyway tomorrow, so that kind of works out. And then got the Virtue Safe Flying Club Air Show on Saturday afternoon. And then I'm also going to the Red Bull game on Saturday night. So I'm going to be very busy on Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, being Father's Day, I'll drive up and see my father and Sarah's father as well. So my future father-in-law. So busy weekend. So tomorrow will be a nice reprieve. I'll sleep in, enjoy myself. And there, Streamlabs has pulled up the information that you guys need to know. That is this Saturday, chat, at 1 o'clock on the Jeffrey B channel. You're going to want to tune in. It's going to be a fantastic show. I can't wait. It's been a lot of work and a lot of... Kelvin J1, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Been a lot of time and effort's been put into organizing it, and Jeffrey has put in an incredible amount of work on terms of like the computer stuff when it comes to the graphics and the stream quality, and he's going to be the commentator extraordinaire. So you want to tune in to the Jeffrey B channel Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Must see Twitch TV. And that will not be the last time I plug it tonight, chat. Don't worry about that either. But we're doing just Kennedy ground tonight because I have had a couple of butt whoopings on New York approach the last couple times I've controlled. So I need to get back to my roots here and get back into the tower cab. And since there was already a tower controller on, I figured, oh, I think ground is perfectly a reasonable position to hop on for tonight, just to kind of hang out and chill. Like I said, I'm tired anyway, so I don't expect it to be a very long stream, chat. There also will be at some point me needing to get up and move some of my laundry from the washer to the dryer. So very unprofessional, laid back, lazy stream tonight, chat. That's what you get. That's what you get on the Jet Pilot Cinnamon channel. Well, sometimes professional, but usually quite lazy. I save all of my focus and skills for the real world because you're not allowed to be lazy to do my job. You have to be in it to win it all the time, that's for sure. Otherwise, people could die. At least we got the nice tower view. You should see aircraft when they're taxiing to 2-2 right get all nice and lined up over there. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more traffic since we are now fully staffed. We got delivery, ground tower, and approach. I don't believe there is a VAT USA event tonight.
Ground local.
Ground.
Do you wish to step up to tower later?
Yeah, probably.
You don't sound thrilled about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes only because I know that James can't do the tower, and I don't want to like just have it be delivery and ground. If I want him to move up to ground and me move up the tower if we don't have a tower. I was just kind of in the mood to do ground tonight though. But if you have to, when you have to go, if you can't find another tower, then yeah, I'll move up.
Hey Matt, want to give me a JFK cert real quick?
I don't think that's how that works.
Alright, I'll stay on for another 10.
I mean, if you gotta go now, I'll take it now.
No, I can stay another 10 minutes and then I'll break it.
I'll drop it in the Discord for you.
Might be stepping up all the way to tower already there, chat.
Jeffrey, you can take my Kennedy cert if you want it.
You want my LaGuardia?
Yes.
Actually?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Alright.
Still pretty sure that that's not how that works.
It's a fair trade in the fair country. Oh, wait, he's international. Never mind.
Yeah, Mike doesn't know about Mafia yet. Then he'll learn.
I did hear that, yes. Trying to get the delayed flight to divert. Yeah, then listen, the Canadians, they want, they'll do whatever it takes to get the Stanley Cup to come back to Canada. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I do think the Oilers probably win tonight because the Panthers had the travel issues, but then the Panthers are going to win Game 4, and then they're going to win Game 5 and win it in 5. I think that's what I'm thinking. That was my prediction at the start, was that the Panthers would win it in 5 over the Oilers. So, Belt 394 Heavy, monitor tower 119.1.
Monitor tower 119.1, Delta 394 Heavy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in 5. I think the Oilers win the game tonight, and then the Panthers are just going to take Game 4 and Game 5. So, Georgia, I've got James setting up ground now, so I'll be setting up to take the tower from you momentarily. Time to edit the Twitch.
Roger that.
Twitch title, we're moving up to tower, chat. Title edited.
Put out the call for aid for you guys.
Nah, it's alright. That's...
Huh. The
James
beacons
will
have
move
been lit. You can't put that fire out.
Oh, you can delete post.
I can.
Yeah, delete the post because I'll just take the tower and James can...
It's down.
Sleazy does it again. Thanks for coming in today. Good to see you. Sup?
Kennedy Ground, American 229, radio check.
American 229, Kennedy Ground, loud and clear, 5x5.
The guy
Radio check.
basically on the runway.
Loud and
decided,
clear, 5x5.
It's probably not worth it today.
Nice.
Hey, good evening, Kennedy Ground, except 135 over here at the GA terminal with information hotel request taxi.
JetJet 135, Kennedy Ground, good evening, runway 22 right, taxi via Quebec, Bravo, Echo, cross 31 right.
Alright, 22 right via Quebec, Bravo, Echo, then we're going to cross 31 right for Exetra 135.
Yep, and just make sure it's the right turn on to Bravo. There have been times when I've seen people make the left. It'll be the right turn on Bravo.
Right turn on to Bravo for Exetra 135.
Alright, we're going to switch up to tower. James, you ready for ground?
I'm ready.
Okay, you know that ExecJet just called for taxi. I gave him the instructions. So he's Quebec, Bravo, Echo, cross through and right. 22's ATIS, I guess, is going to still be... I guess I have to put the ATIS up. Let me get that ready to go, too. Is hotel.
American 229 requesting IFR clearance to Miami as filed. We have information hotel.
You can go ahead and handle that. You know how I do the tower and ground combo. Any questions?
No questions. My control, my Quebec.
Your control, MG.
Sorry, what'd you say?
It's a nice runway heading action on Delta 394 Heavy.
Oh, very nice. That's like a reverse score 4.
Alright, so we got to do a little...
Yeah, it was runway heading when I sent it
Reconfiguring
to
here,
you
chat.
after. It's
A little
my-
recombobulation.
That's also not a departure, right?
Oh, no, that's my approach profile. We're not going on to approach today. Come on.
No, like that turnout's valid for something?
Damn it.
Can't tell, I just don't
Try
like
again.
Kennedy.
Give me 1 second, chat. I'm on the struggle bus tonight.
You can take over. There's,
Yeah, I'm working on it
one-
right now. Hold on, give me a second. I'm
Alright.
connecting right now. Give me a second, give me a second. I have to reconfigure my whole stream setup here now. Alright, and I gotta move the webcam. It's gotta be moved somewhere. We're gonna move this guy up here, move this guy over a little, and my
I just
webcam's
realized I
gonna
don't
go right
have to tell these guys to hold
here.
short of 2-2 anymore, because I am the 2-2.
Yeah, you can just cross it.
And we'll I haven't done tower in a while, chat.
How shall I misuse it?
Word is actually easier top down.
It's not as massive.
Just about new pickup family traffic was rough, yeah. Rush hour traffic
Always gonna be
anywhere in
off-
the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area is always gonna be brutal.
Not always.
Alright, county tower's up.
Server group revoked.
It's all yours, Jim.
MG. And it was hotel, correct, the ATIS? Oh, you gotta take that down.
Matt has it.
Oh, even better. I don't need to put it up then. Please keep it. I don't want it.
Too much responsibility.
That's just one less noise that's going off in my ear. The ding.
Oh, a simple ding once an hour is too much to handle.
Am I Kennedy based? No, I am Newark based for my job. It is definitely much easier for me to drive to Newark than it is to JFK.
Have a good night.
night, Giorgio.
User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
I'm not going to announce which company I work for on the stream. I typically don't do that. I fly the Airbus A320.
Server group assigned.
Thank you, TeamSpeak. Alright, so now we're on tower. Started out on ground and quickly switched to tower. Just like that. I was actually kind of in the mood for ground chat, but tower's fine.
Okay.
I just don't feel like doing approach.
Go for Cameron.
Not in the mood.
Go around. Cameron, KT.
Yep, go for Cameron.
Hey, what's up, man? I'd like to pick up a public local.
Sweet, awesome. Tell me when you're ready for the.
Ooh, Republic local.
I'm ready, guys.
Let's see. Landing, departing 19.
Am I familiar with
actually isn't up.
Sound muted.
Steerman driver? He flies a 737 out of Seattle, Tacoma. No, I am not familiar with him, Sleazy. Can't say that I am familiar with that streamer.
Sound resumed.
I will say that the Airbus A320 is definitely better than the Boeing 737. There is a heavy amount of bias in that statement, but I also know a bunch of guys that fly the 737 that wish they flew the Airbus. So that's all I have to say about that. I haven't worked tower in so long, I don't even know where to position anything for the stream anymore. It's been a while. Been doing almost exclusively approach, but like I said, I've taken an absolute booty whipping on approach the last couple times that I've controlled. So, I'm gonna take the easier job tonight. He flew the E-145 and then the E-175 in the regionals. I also happened to have flown the E-145 and then the E-175
November 461
at the regionals.
I have given him his clearance.
I will say, because I no longer work for them, that I did work for Envoy at the regional airline level. And I flew the 145 New York based right up until they closed the New York base because of COVID. And then I had to commute to Dallas for a year, and I flew the 175 out of Dallas for them before switching to my current job.
Sound resumed.
Yes, I commuted to Dallas from New York. It was not great. Wouldn't recommend it. I work for Eastern Airlines. Don't they actually exist again in sort of kind of a way? Not really. Yeah, they like exist, but it's like as like a charter sort of kind of I don't know. I know that it's funny because it actually is a thing again, but it's something so small and stupid. I guess I shouldn't call it stupid. That's kind of mean. Oh, I gotta reconnect the tower view. I just realized. Whoops. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing those aircraft that are at the gates currently at Terminal 5, because I'm not reconnected to tower view after I switch positions. There's one. There's another one hidden back there somewhere. That makes more sense. There we go. So I don't actually have a personal Discord, because that's too much work for me. And I established earlier in the stream that I'm kind of lazy when I'm doing all this Twitch stuff. The Discord that matters to me is the VATSIM Flying Club Discord, which if you're a VATSIM pilot and you enjoy general aviation flying on the VATSIM network, you should join the VATSIM Flying Club. And the VATSIM Flying Club has its second annual air show Saturday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You are not gonna want to miss it. It's on the Jeffrey B channel, 1 o'clock Eastern Saturday. So if you don't already, go ahead and follow twitch.tv/JeffreyB. Be there at 1 o'clock on Saturday. It's gonna be entertaining. Very, very, very entertaining. So again, if you want to join the Flying Club, the link to the Discord's there. You do need to be a VATSIM member to join. That is a requirement. Oh, and we had someone just join the Flying Club. One moment while I take care of that, since I have some time here. Oh, we can add another Canadian, it looks like, into the fold chat. Kennedy's running the 2-2s right now. Downwind Sim, thanks for coming in today. What's going on, Ralph? Hope you're doing well. You gonna be, and you're a busy man, so I know this is probably a loaded question, but are you gonna be around on Saturday afternoon to potentially watch the air show? Home for a few days. See, that's a good answer, because it sounds like you're gonna be home on Saturday to be able to watch the air show. Look at that. Did the New Jersey event you were running last week? Yes, that was the, are you talking about 12N and N12? The 12 November and November 12 event? Yeah, that was fun, doing that little crossfire. Three days a month? Yeah, I have a lot more than 3 days off a month, let me tell you, especially this month since I'm not working at all this month. Yes, when I looked up your CID, I saw you're not the first one in the Flying Club from that area. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give away more details, so I don't want to dox you on the stream. That would be awkward. But yeah, we got a handful of Canadians in there, so you'll feel right at home. We accept all kinds. Spirit of St. Louis to Santa, what is that, Santa Ana, or is that, yeah, it's Santa Ana, right? SNA? Is it John Wayne, whatever? Yeah, yep. Nice. That's in that CJ, right? Sleazy, yes. Virtually Safe Flying Club event Saturday. Saturday afternoon. Jeffrey B channel, that's correct. I know. You guys are going to get tired of me saying that 20 times for the rest of the night, because this is the last time I'm streaming prior to the air show, and I'm not even streaming for the air show, obviously, since the live broadcast is on Jeffrey's channel. It's getting hot in here. Turn the AC on. Stop an ABQ for a little gasolina. Oh, wow, you guys are loading that CJ up. Really, you can't make it all the way from, you can't make it all the way from Spirit of St. Louis to Orange to John Wayne? Because I did a trip in the, when I worked charter, I did a trip in a CJ3, fully loaded. I mean, we had 7 passengers. They didn't have any bags, though, because it was literally an out and back, which is crazy. But we did it from Chicago Midway to Santa Barbara. And we did it without having to do a stop. We were flying some of the higher-ups from Kraft Heinz, actually, from Chicago to Santa Barbara. They had some meetings out there, and then we flew them immediately right back, and we didn't have to make a stop going out there. And it was during the summertime, because usually in the summertime, the winds are not as strong downwind sim. Usually it's during the winter where it's really, you get the stronger jet stream. But we were able to do Chicago Midway out to Santa Barbara and then back to Chicago Midway in the same day after they did their 3-hour meeting. And we were able to do it without having to make a stop in between either way. Now, again, because it was a day trip, they didn't have luggage, so that might be, maybe that was just enough to keep us from being over the edge, but I remember us being able to do it pretty easily. Alright, well, I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. If it's not comfortable, then obviously you wouldn't do it. I think, like I said, we were pretty close, but, and also, yeah, Santa Barbara also is more out of the way than John Wayne. So that is another factor, and that's a good point, that if LA is busy, it becomes a problem. So that's a very good point, because Santa Barbara is out of the way. So you got me. That's probably a big reason why, I bet. And that's a good reason, now that I'm thinking about it. What did you fly in your charter days? I flew... occasionally I flew the Citation CJ3, but then I actually mostly flew the Beechjet Hawker 400. So that's funny, because with that Chicago Midway to Santa Barbara, that happened to be one of the CJ trips, which was, like I said, those were pretty few and far between. Most of the time I was on the Beechjet Hawker 400. Yeah, I do remember when we did that flight downwind sim, that we were up at 450, definitely. That much I remember. And it does make a huge difference. And the CJ3 gets up to that altitude no problem. The Beechjet on any given day could barely get up to 41. That thing was fat. The Beechjet was such a... it was a very weird plane. It flew very heavy for such a small plane, but it was a tank. That thing could take a beating and keep going. Physics teacher during the school year and flies a CJ2 in the summer. It's not a bad deal. Yeah, 45 is the highest I've been, probably the highest that I'll ever be in my aviation career, if we're being honest. The Airbus can't go above 39.1. 39,100 is the ceiling for the Airbus A320. So we'd never go higher than 39. Did I ever experience an engine out? The only engine out that I ever had was a precautionary engine shutdown, and it was actually when I was doing my multi-training in the Grumman Cougar. The GA7 Cougar. That was the only time I've had to do an engine out, like an actual emergency engine out, and it was a precautionary shutdown because the throttle cable broke and the throttle was stuck full open. That was the last. That was actually my last training flight before my check ride in the multi, which was hilarious. I actually had to wait 3 weeks for my check ride while they fixed the damn airplane. But when it comes to turbojet, like turbofan engines, I have not, knock on wood, I have not had one go out yet. The crazy thing though about the Airbus is that an engine failure on the Airbus isn't even a warning, it's a caution. A fire is different. If it was an engine fire, it's a warning. But an engine failure in the Airbus is just a caution, which is crazy. It's like, oh, you lost an engine, no big deal. Obviously, it's an emergency, but it's funny. I always found it funny that it was that Airbus considers it just a caution. It only shows up as a yellow caution instead of a master warning. Actually, I'm actually almost pretty sure that the 175 was the same. Now that I think about it, the Flying Doc. Thanks for coming in today. I think the 175 might have been the same. The 145 and engine failure was a warning. Thanks, I don't need it.
Looks like you got a ghost mat.
Oh, and that's the thing. In the or not the 175. Oh, the 175 it was still pretty docile too. But in the 320, even a V1 cut, and obviously I've only ever done it in the sim because, like I said, I've never had it happen in real life. But even when you're doing the sim training, it's very, very, very docile. Very docile. Flying CRJ 900, then 738 in October. Nice.
And Tower, good evening. Denver 4826, establish 22 left.
Denver 4826, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Wind 190 at 16, gust 21, or runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Denver 4826.
I think it's our first aircraft we talked to since we switched up to tower chat. I know we've got people that are taxiing out here, it looks like, that should be coming to us relatively soon. You can see them in the tower view. You can see them making their way downtown to runway 22 right. Atmos Chem, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, Phil. That's exactly where I was going with that, Sleazy. Thank you. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm not going to play that song on stream because I'm pretty sure that would DMCA me. I would like to not have a strike on my record. That's why I pretty much don't play music on my stream anymore. I should probably figure out how to do that, Sleazy. You're probably gonna have to private message me and tell me what you do to do that. Please. I mean, most of the time I actually prefer not to stream with music anyway, so most of the time I probably wouldn't, but every now and then it wouldn't be a bad thing to have, so if you could... OBS. Just regular, bare bone OBS.
Good evening, India 102 Heavy on Echo.
Skywest 575, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 19016, gust 21, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. 555, next run.
I can sing it. I don't want to because then everyone's ears will bleed. I do not have a singing voice. Air India 102 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Line up NOS runway 22 right, sir, India 102.
No one needs to hear my singing voice. That's... If you want someone to sing on stream, you can go to the Mustafa channel. He has a really good voice. He does a lot of the karaoke stuff on his stream. He's got a really, really, really good voice. That is not for me. I cannot sing. Iowa Scotsman, thanks for coming in today. Good to see you, my friend. Got one guy landing, one guy departing. Now we're talking. SkyWest 575, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
12812, Sky 575, thanks, man.
Air India 102, heavy fly, runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading on 22 right, clear for takeoff, Air India 102.
Air 4826, welcome to Kennedy. Continue hotel, hold short 22 right.
Hotel, hold short 22 right, Endeavor 4826.
Nope, laundry, not diarrhea. Not this time. ELW. Earl, thanks for coming in today.
Victor at LaGuardia.
And Kennedy Tower, Virgin 153 heavy, we are on the left, on to the left.
Virgin 153 heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Wind 190 at 18, gust 24, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Virgin 153 heavy.
Citation 55 Bravo Sierra, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up and wait, caution wake turbulence. You're following a departing 777.
Of course, on the wake turbulence, runway 22 right, line up and wait, citation 55 Bravo Sierra, good evening.
It does, but that's just signifying, that's the Gale exit point. It's showing it's the exit gate that it's going to on departure, and the waypoint is Gale, G-A-Y-E-L. And it shortens them all to 3 letters, so that's what you get. Did Air India die?
The sim just crashed, I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry to hear that, my friend.
I'm literally on the water, bro.
We'll send the boats out. Denver 4826, cross 22 right. You can either go straight ahead on hotel or make the left turn on Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground 121.9.
Cross 22 right, we go straight ahead on hotel, Endeavor 4826, and over to ground. Have a good night.
Good night. We got one in the water, chat.
And yeah, 102 will be back in 5 minutes with another request. I apologize for that.
That's all right, my friend. We'll send the boats. Citation 55 Bravo Sierra, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff, citation 55 Bravo Sierra.
I don't know that the Delta tug would survive on the water there, Chavez. It's not a tugboat. Oh, I am excited for Saturday afternoon, chat. I got notes written. I got all a bunch of stuff. I will be the air boss. So you will hear me in the background of Jeffrey's stream because he's going to be tuned to the air boss frequency. So you will hear me doing the air boss stuff for the air show. He's worked more than a few miracles, Downwind Sim. Citation 55 Bravo Sierra, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Over to departure, citation 5 process.
More than a few. Swiss 122 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading. Wind 190.18, gust 24. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Over. Might not be on frequency yet. Oh, the good news for those, obviously it would be cool if you can join us for the live broadcast. The good news for those that can't make it to the live broadcast, the entire...
Kennedy Tower, Swiss 122 at Echo.
Swiss 122 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading. Wind 190.18, gust 24. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. The entire show will be uploaded...
Takeoff and fly runway heading, Swiss 122.
The entire show will be uploaded to YouTube after the fact, and it will be archived in the Virtue USA Flying Club YouTube channel. The first annual air show is on that YouTube channel in case you wanted to see what we looked like in the first year. The second year is going to be way better. I'm just going to say that now, chat. But just in case you can't make the live broadcast, it will be uploaded to YouTube after the fact, and you can watch the entirety of the show at your leisure at that point. Merrick 229, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up and wait. Caution, wake turbulence.
We'll line up and wait on 22 right, American 229.
Virgin 153, Heavy, welcome to Kennedy. Continue on hotel, hold short 22 right.
Continue hotel on short 22 right, Virgin 153 Heavy.
And you're going to Terminal 8, correct?
That is correct, 153.
Thank you.
Tower, Swiss 122 Heavy, sorry, can we just have 1 minute, just setup issue?
American 229, hold short of runway 22 right.
Holding short, 22 right, American 229.
Swiss 122 Heavy, that's fine. Just let me know when you are starting the takeoff roll, please.
We'll go Swiss 122.
He's holding up the line, chat. Come on. Atmos, you think you're going to make the spectator section?
We're going now.
Thank you very much. American 229, runway 22 right, line up, wait. Thank you.
We'll line up and wait, American 229.
Virgin 153 Heavy, cross 22 right, right turn Bravo to the ramp. Monitor ground 1 to 1.9.
Crossing to the right at hotel and right on Bravo and 1 to ground 1 to 1.9 and Virgin 153 Heavy.
Swiss 122 Heavy, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, thanks for your help. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Well, that's... Listen, spectator on the ground or not, obviously the show is on Jeffrey's channel. That's really where that's the place to be, is to watch live broadcast. But it's going to be cool that we'll have a bunch of guys that also be spectating on the ground as well. Adds a little bit of little flair to the show, a little realism, if you will. American 229, fly runway heading, wind 190.18, gust 24, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, American 229.
Nope, we are not using that for the Airboss channel. I'm not going to broadcast on the live stream. However, if you are there for the meeting, the club briefing, or if you look at the club briefing, the document for oh my god, if you look at the briefing document for the air show, that frequency will be listed in there for which one we're actually using. I'm just not going to say it out loud on stream. I don't want someone to go onto that frequency, the Airbus frequency, and start running amok and ruining up the show. Delta 510 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up weight.
Runway 22 right, Delta 5.
Yeah, keep that knowledge within all of just the club members. American 229 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
We'll go to departure, American 229. Thanks, man.
Delta 510 Heavy, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, 22 right, Delta 5.
Delta 446 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up weight, caution wake turbulence. Downwind Sim, thanks for stopping by, and
767. And the previous A330, Delta 446.
And we're looking forward to hopefully seeing you tune into the broadcast on Saturday, my friend. It's good to see you as always. Oh, am I going to be available for the if the Bush League backcountry is Saturday, not tomorrow, Downwind Sim. If the Bush League backcountry is on July 1st, I should be able to participate in that. I don't go back to the work until July 3rd is when I go back to work. So if the Bush League is very much on the 1st of the month in July, because it's usually the first Monday, so if it is July 1st, I should be able to participate. Delta 510 Heavy, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, expedite, Delta 510.
Delta 446 Heavy, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 446.
Kitty Monster! Yeah, I told you, I had the whole month off in June. I took the incentive that they gave. I'm getting paid to not work for a month. American 858 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up and wait. But, yes, July 3rd is when I'm scheduled. Of course, it's a red-eye turn, too, on July 3rd into July 4th. But throwing me right back into the suck. Delta 446 Heavy, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
For departure 128.12, Delta 446 Heavy.
I have a few red-eyes. I have the one red-eye turn and then a few other red-eyes in July. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I'll manage, chat. Always do. I should do ATC every day. I'm too lazy for even that, chat. Although, like I said, I've been playing hockey every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm feeling it. I played hockey this morning, and my body hurts right now. American 858 Heavy, fly runway heading, wind 19018, gust 24, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, American 858.
Yeah, I got nothing planned tomorrow, and it's supposed to be thunderstorms tomorrow, so I'm gonna keep my computer off probably tomorrow, just in case the power goes out. So nothing doing tomorrow. I need the rest. It's just open hockeys that I go to, but they have open hockey at the rink right near me every Tuesday and Thursday. It's good group. It's good skate too. Usually like almost 2 full teams. It's pretty crazy actually. I got the Flying Club Air Show Saturday afternoon, then I'm going to the Red Bull game Saturday night, so that's going to be busy. Father's Day is the 16th, so it's a given that I'm going up to see my father. And then next week, I could probably stream on Monday next week. Tuesday I'm playing hockey. Wednesday I don't know. And then Thursday, Friday next week, I'm going to my buddy's buddy's house, not apartment, his house in Philadelphia. I got another Red Bull game on the 22nd. And yes, that was me holding a physical big-ass calendar, chat, because I need one of those, otherwise I forget everything. Why is this one guy queued up as a W?
Kennedy Tower, good evening, American 790.
Honest to God Flint whiskey, or...
I don't know. American 858 heavy departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Nope.
American 858 heavy departure 128.12. American 790 Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Wind 19018. Gust 24. Runway 22 left. Clear to land.
22 left, clear to land. American 790.
American 856 heavy Kennedy Tower. Did American 858 come to you? You might have switched without answering me, chat. American 858 heavy, contact New York departure 128.12.
Contact New York departure 128.12.
Alright, American 858 just answered me now, he's coming. Wow. If you're in Denver or Salt Lake area, hit me up. Let me pull out my calendar. I have a Salt Lake City overnight coming up, Atmos. Uno momento, por favor. I need to remember what day it is, because then I have to figure out if you're going to be available on said day or not. July 8th. I'm going to be in Salt Lake City July 8th. Are you around on July 8th? That is a Monday. Monday, July 8th. I have like almost the entire day. I don't depart until like 11 o'clock at night. It's the red eye back to somewhere. But and I get in super late on the 7th. So if you're available on July 8th, we might in Salt Lake City, we might be in business. Oh, missed him by 1 week, chat. We missed him by 1 week. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. It's the only SLC I have on my schedule currently. Son of a gun. 1 week. That's brutal. That's gonna make me cry. Now I have to try and find a way to trade out of that trip just out of spite. JDF Doggo, thanks for... I like that Twitch name. Thanks for coming in today. Thank you for the follow. Man, that is a kick in the teeth that I am going to be 1 week. 1 week too soon. Yeah, I don't have any Denver, and I only have the one Salt Lake, but it's on July 8th. Son of a gun. That's a bummer. Salt Lake is 32. I don't know if I get that reference. Oh, that was a nice little bit of traffic. And we got a couple more guys on approach here. I don't see any more departures coming down the pike yet, though. Oh, okay. Roger that. Yeah, that's a huge letdown. American 790, welcome to Kennedy. Juliet, hold short 22 right.
Juliet, short 22 right, American 790.
That JetBlue is pushing down there in the corner, chat. Got a Virgin. Some other guys off screen down here somewhere. Got a handful of departures. Got 9 departures on the ground. That's not bad. Definitely feel like I'm going back to my roots tonight, chat, with the tower. I haven't done tower in a while. Been doing mostly approach. American 790, cross 22 right, continue straight ahead to join Alpha. Monitor ground 1 to 1.9.
Cross 22 right at Juliet, straight ahead to join Alpha and offer to ground 0.9, American 790, good night.
Oh, okay. Roger that. Oh, God. My legs are dead. Oh. I had a couple of stack the pad saves that I was very proud of this morning, chat. But then I also had one where... Sorry. I also had one where they, one of the guys beat me on a wraparound, and he beat me clean. I was pissed. Thank you. And then I also accidentally put a puck into my own net too, but I didn't really have my momentum kind of did that. I did the best I could, and then my momentum kind of did the rest. That was just one of those. I wasn't even super mad about that one.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
03 Teddy, it gave me the, in parentheses, the English translation of all of those characters. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I used to play street hockey all the time with rollerblades when I was a kid. We actually had a lot of kids that were close to my age in the neighborhood, which was a lot of fun. But that eventually led to me playing ice hockey and being a goalie and all that. It's a lot easier to be a goalie on the ice than it is on roller. Like ridiculously easier. How popular am I with my team now? Well, I don't know. Everyone always needs goalies, so I know that I know which team. I don't want to say it out loud because I'm not trying to say my company's name on stream, but my company's team is not gonna have a skate again. They take a break during the summer, so we'll have another skate September. But I'm definitely, aside from being super sore and in pain tonight, definitely feeling after scoring the own goal. No, it was one of those where even though I put it into my own net, I was doing my best to make a good save, and my momentum just kind of carried. It's one of those things that I don't think anybody was mad about, Kenny Monster. If I had made the save, it would have been a really like a high quality save. So the fact that it went in, you know, even though I put it in the net myself, technically it was going in anyway. I just kind of had the last touch on it with the stick, but I was trying to make a ridiculous save and it didn't work out.
Kennedy Tower, American 514 is with you on the 22 left ILF.
American 514, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 22 left, American 514.
Actually, the open hockey where I go is free for all the goalies. Usually there's only the 2 or 3 of us. It's very rare that we have a full 4 goalies, but as much as it is, you know, only having the 2 and, you know, kind of full game is nice, I almost kind of would rather there be 3 goalies because I'm exhausted. It was just me and the other goalie both Tuesday and Thursday, and I am like fully, completely exhausted. I could use that little bit of break here and there. If I'm not playing like an actual game, like if it's just pickup, I'd rather have a little bit of the break. Obviously, an actual game is a little different, but what are the odds of that you can get me some of those trading cards I've seen on TikTok? I do not facilitate the trading cards. That is not my job. That's a captain's job. I do, however, carry some wings on me just in case all the time, because you never know who's going to visit the cockpit. But I'm not a trading card facilitator. That's not my game. I think he's talking about the airline, like Delta is very popular with the trading cards. I don't know if you saw in the Virtue Say Flying Club Discord recently, but John Smith, Smitty, was going with his wife and his daughters. They flew to Detroit first, and then they were going from Detroit all the way to Germany, I believe. And he was able to get his daughters to go into the cockpit of the CRJ, I think it was the CRJ-7, and also the crew had trading cards. Oh no, I think it was CRJ-9. Hold on, let me see if I can find those pictures. I don't think he cares if I show his face on stream. So this is what we're referring to with the trading cards. That's John and his daughter. So, but I'm not a trading card facilitator, chat. That's not me. Am I going to Expo next week? No, I can't afford a trip to Vegas right now. I really can't. Can't do it. Triple 218 Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 22 right, JetBlue 218.
Delta 420 Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
We'll line up and wait on runway 22 right, Delta 420. Kennedy Tower, American 2292 is 22 left, approach.
American 2292 Kennedy Tower, good evening, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, American 2292.
Don't I fly for free in a jump? Yeah, it's the hotels and everything else about Vegas that's too expensive at most. It's not the flights, it's the hotels and everything else.
Kennedy Tower, Delta 215, holding for 2 right.
Delta 216, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Well, Chad, I already had I spent a hotel for the New York Live event in Manhattan, which was super expensive. And then I had the hotel down on the Jersey Shore for my sister's wedding the immediate day after, which was also super expensive. I can't justify another hotel or the food prices and everything else in Vegas. I just can't do it. As much as I would love to go to Expo, I can't justify the cost. JetBlue 218, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, have a good night, JetBlue 218. Thanks.
Delta 420, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 420, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 420, Kennedy Tower. Delta 420, Kennedy Tower. Hello? Can anyone still hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. Delta 420, Kennedy Tower. Oi, oi, oi.
Apologies, were there any call for Delta 420 on runway 22 right?
Yep, I've been trying to reach you, Delta 420. Fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, 22 right, Delta 420.
There was about 4 different calls.
American 514, clear 22 left on Juliet, holding short of 22 right.
American 514, welcome to Kennedy. Thank you. Hold short 22 right for departing traffic.
Roger.
Delta 216, runway 22 right, line up and wait. There will be traffic crossing downfield.
Roger, 22 right, line up and wait, Delta 216.
Yeah, his call sign is Delta 420. It almost makes you wonder. Makes you wonder, chat. Delta 420 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
12812, Delta 420.
American 514, cross 22 right, continue straight ahead on Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground 1 to 1.9.
Cross 22 right, straight ahead on Alpha, and ground point 9 on the other side. Thank you, see ya.
See you. I will eventually get to an expo chat, but I can't justify it this year. That's all. Earl, have a good night, buddy. Hopefully, are you going to be around on Saturday afternoon to watch the air show, I hope? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. American 2292, welcome to Kennedy. Continue Juliet, hold short 22 right.
Juliet 22 right, 2292.
Delta 216, fly runway heading, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 216.
Laundry is about ready to be switched again, chat. It might be good timing because I think I got a little break in traffic here. This might work out pretty well. Delta 216, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Departure 128.12, Delta 216.
American 2292, cross 22 right, continue straight ahead on Alpha to the ramp. Monitor ground 1 to 1.9.
Roger, straight Alpha, over 22 right, straight Alpha, and 121.9 and for 2292.
I'm waiting, chat. I think the washer is going to be done in a second, but I'm waiting. Let's see. Because I did a normal instead of the express, so it's different cadence. Halfway getting me to Nevada. I'm not gonna go to Vegas right now. I can't justify it. I can't do it. Not this year. It's just not in the cards. Plus, I already made plans on both Friday and Saturday. On Friday, I'm gonna be at a friend's house in Philly, and Saturday, I'm going to the Red Bull game. Because it is much cheaper for me to go to the Red Bull game than it is to get a hotel in Vegas. Yeah, it would have helped also if it was not in Vegas. Like, it would have been cheaper for them to do, like... I think Kansas City was on the list. That would have been cool. I have friends out in Kansas City. I could have stayed with them. Then it would have been real cheap. But, you know... Contrary to popular belief, Kenny Monster Flight Sim is not my priority in life. I'll be right back, chat. The laundry is good timing. Kenny Tower, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. back, chat. Sorry about that. Kennedy Tower's back on frequency. Yes. Yes, I am. Who do you think I was talking to this whole time? Chat says hi. She says hi, chat. East Coast would be better for me too, by the way, Chavez. But I don't know if they would actually ever do an East Coast, to be honest, because it seems like most of the guys that run the expo are West Coasters, so they're always going to try and keep it closer to the West Coast. I think that's kind of the thing, unfortunately. They did have Cleveland. Cleveland and Kansas City were like the two weird ones that they had available that I knew probably weren't going to get picked. Local.
Hey, do you have the flight plan for Malicious 1?
Do I have the flight plan? Let me see. Well, you have Titles open. I don't.
Oh, what time do you have them? More or less, can you see it?
I'm looking. I do, yeah, I do see it. What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need some approval for this route right here.
Yeah, let me take a look. Kenny Monster, I don't know if I can give you that route. Let me take a look, though. I know you need VORs. Let me see if I can find something better for you. So we don't use Broadway anymore as a gate. That's like a look. I don't even know if that would be like a Newark thing. Hold on. Whatever that notification was, I will take a look in just a second. Give me a second. Oh, let's see what we got here. You put me in a pickle here.
I'm looking at it too. It's a mess. I don't know what to do either.
Kenny Monster, you can take oh, but it's only because we have letters of agreement with Cleveland ARTCC. We have to give a specific route. You can take like Gale as a fix, correct? Can you do the Gale fix, or does it have to be VOR? Because you have an airway in there. I feel like you can be able to. You should be able to take it. I feel like. But this is one of those, because it's like directly to our neighbor Cleveland. Like, we have to give you a certain route. Just kind of is what it is. Takar 447, thanks for coming in today. And it was Mayday Mac 1. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you stopping by. I would say give him the PRD route.
Kennedy Tower, good evening, Lufthansa 411 Heavy.
Say the PRD route?
On Echo.
Yeah, I think so. I think he should be capable. He has an airway in there anyway. I feel like he should be capable of flying the PRD route. He might not be able to do the star, but he could do the rest of the PRD route.
Alright, so I just take the 402 off the...
Kennedy Tower,
yeah, I would do that.
411 Heavy.
Lufthansa 411 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading. Wind 19018, gust 24, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, Lufthansa 411 Heavy.
That reroute's not going to be too much different in time anyway, Kenny Monster, for the record. It's really not. It adds an entire 10 miles to the route, just for the record. So you're gonna take it. Especially because you are in the aircraft that you are in. I don't think that extra 10 miles is going to cost you very much time. But you are RNAV 2 capable, so you should be able to do that. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that route. That is our common route. He's probably sitting here talking to ground while I'm trying to talk to him on stream. What a cluster. Also, suddenly we have 13 departures. Holy moly. Getting busy. So you know better now when you're coming out of New York that you can't do that ahead of time, can you, Monster? You're learning the game, that the New York reroute game. But no, this is a route that we have to give you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Delta 230 Heavy, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Runway 22 right. Line up and wait. Caution wake turbulence.
Line up and wait 22 right. Delta 230.
I mean, unless you had to do VOR to VOR, but in your case, I don't think you have to do that. As a slant, what is it, slant Zulu? So, Delta 411 Heavy departure, 128.12, enjoy the ride. Or Lufthansa, excuse me, Lufthansa 411 Heavy over departure, see it.
Over departure, Lufthansa 411 Heavy.
I don't know why I saw Delta, I am tired. What time is it local at your place right now? I live on the East Coast, so 7:43. Delta 230 Heavy, fly runway heading. Wind 190 at 18 gust 24, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, Delta 230.
I've approved it, maybe not me specifically, Kenny Monster. I don't remember approving. So first of all, we're at Kennedy, you can't even use Broadway anymore as an exit. Like, it's not in our SOP anymore. BWZ, we can't do it anymore. The only other one we could possibly do is Sparta, but we usually try and do that for propeller only. And I'll show you our SOP. I'll show you guys the SOP. These are the exit gates that we have at Kennedy. And it gives you a little, you know, different whatever. But you have, in your case, we're going to have you go to Gale. But we don't have Broadway for Kennedy. Newark, I think, still has Broadway, which is Bravo Whiskey Zulu, in their SOP. But Kennedy does not anymore. I think maybe it did in the past, but we don't use it anymore. But those are all the exit gates. So that's why maybe in the past it would have been a thing, but not anymore. Sorry. Like I said, maybe it was before the SOP changed. But I think the SOP was updated maybe like a year ago, so it wasn't that long since it's been updated. Delta 230 Heavy departure, 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Departure 128.12.
I think the reason why I was...
230, thanks for that.
The reason why they got rid of it, Chavez, is because the real world out of Kennedy, they don't use Broadway as an exit gate. So everything, our SOPs are as conformed as they can be to real life. Oh, we got a Meridian.
User joined your channel.
Greetings.
Thanks for coming in today.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Meridian 106 Sierra, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Runway 22 right. Line up and wait. Caution wake turbulence.
Roger, line up and wait. Runway 22 right.
I assume that's covering Kennedy and LaGuardia.
I think maybe at one point, I know they, like I said, they still use it for Newark.
N90 coverage.
They still use it as a fix for Newark, I believe. Just not for Kennedy. I don't know if they might have used it for Kennedy in the past. I don't know 100%, to be quite honest with you. but they for sure don't use it at a Kennedy in real life now. I think Newark is the only one of the three that still uses Broadway as a fix for an exit out of the Tracon airspace. Pretty sure.
Sound resumed.
Meridian 106 Sierra Sierra, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Roger, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, November 106 SR.
Now I have to look through all the SOPs because I want to see if it's Newark or LaGuardia that uses Broadway. See, it's not even in the Newark one. Is it LaGuardia? Maybe it's not in any of them anymore. Maybe they don't use it anymore at all. They might not use it anymore. I don't see it in any of the SOPs. It might be... They might have gotten rid of it completely for the airspace. Because they decided they didn't need it anymore. So I don't see it in any of the SOPs now. So yeah, that kind of answers that. Meridian 6 Sierra Sierra departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
121.125. Thank you.
It's 128.25, but 128.125, but you got it.
128.125. Thanks for HC. Have a great one.
See you. Oh, he's going to New Haven. He's not going very far. I guess into Meridian, that makes sense. Oh, my legs, chat. Definitely feeling those 2 pad stacks today. Oof. It's crazy because I'm in better shape than I've been for a long time, but I'm still very much out of shape, if that makes sense. It's tough being 32 years old, chat. Alright, while we have a moment here before the next couple of departures, I'm going to once again, and I told you guys you're going to hate me for how much I talk about this, but it's going to be ingrained in your brain by the end of the night so you don't miss the 2nd annual Virtue Safe Flying Club Air Show. Saturday, this Saturday, 2 days away, 1 o'clock, Eastern Daylight Time. You're going to want to be on the twitch.tv/JeffreyB channel. That's where the live broadcast will be at. Try to be there right at 1 o'clock for the start of the show. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, you can save those 100 bits because if I try to do 10 of those right now, I would probably need an ambulance. I don't think you guys want me getting picked up by EMS on stream tonight. That's definitely not what we want tonight. So I don't think Sarah would want that either. So they're trying to make me do like exercises on stream for money, but I'm so exhausted that if I try to do this right now, I'm gonna end up in an ambulance.
Why are they making you do that?
I don't know, because it's funny. They're trying to be funny. Oh man. Air India 102 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading. Wind 19018, gust 24. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. And it might have been too soon. He's probably not here yet.
Delta 426 with you on Echo.
Delta 426, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Air India 102 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, are you with me?
Hello, Kennedy Tower, this is Delta 573.
Fine, runway 22 left.
Delta 5713, Kennedy Tower, good evening, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to runway 22 left, Delta VATSIM.
And have a look at India 102 heavy reaching 22 right ready for departure.
Air India 102 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening once again, fly runway heading, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff, Air India 102 heavy.
Delta 426 Heavy, runway 22 right, line of weight, caution, wake turbulence.
Runway 22 right, Delta 426.
Yeah, 190 at 18, gust 24. It's a little breezy. It's not terrible. I've definitely seen way worse at Kennedy. I've also landed in way worse at Kennedy. I think the highest wind I landed in was like gust 48 one time. I think that's the highest gust that I've landed in before. Oh yeah, Kit Fox wouldn't get very far. No exercises tonight, Amos. I'm not selling out for ambulances tonight. God, that Air India's moved down the runway so slow. Ooh, and he's off screen. That I will do, but I'm not trying to support them by being one of their patients. I mean, I will support local EMS, that's fine, but I don't need to be a patient. I've had my rides in ambulances before in my lifetime. I don't want to do it again, chat. Air India 102 Heavy, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, Air India 102, bye-bye.
Delta 426 Heavy, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 22 right, fly runway heading, Delta 426.
American 2406, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up and wait, caution, wake turbulence. Over. Too soon on that guy too, I guess. I have been in an ambulance twice in my lifetime, chat. One time they were transferring me from one hospital to the other when I needed my appendix removed, because I guess they could only do the surgery at the one and not the other. And when I popped out my shoulder in flight, they needed to put me in an ambulance in Nashville so that they could take me to the hospital to pop it back in. That was the other time. American 2406, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up and wait, caution, wake turbulence. Or not. Delta 426 Heavy, departure 128.12, enjoy the ride.
128.12, thanks, Delta 426.
American 2406, Kennedy Tower.
Good afternoon, American 2406.
American 2406, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up and wait, caution, wake turbulence, previous departure 8330.
Hey, I'd like to pop off whenever you're ready.
Alright, sounds good, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Information Sierra, same landing departing runway 19. Just one flight plan, I fixed that. No traffic on the ground. Any questions?
Okay, sounds good, no questions.
Alright, your controls KTL.
Dark Dennis, thanks for coming in today.
Great, my control IP, thanks.
What do you say?
Thanks.
You're gonna what?
Go take a shower.
Okay. The taxi is longer than the flight? Yeah, pretty much. Delta 5713, welcome to Kennedy, exit right on hotel, hold short 22 right.
22 right on hotel, and holding short and 22 right.
You got it in the end. Find me at Terminal 4 with Hawaiian, see you on frequency, sounds good. Hawaiian? Where are you flying from Kennedy? You flying all the way to Hawaii from Kennedy? It's a long flight. American 2406, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 2 right, clear takeoff, American 24,
JK Monster, I think that is actually the longest taxi that Kennedy possibly has, too. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're going to Toronto. All right. Yeah, that'd be way too long of a flight for me, too, buddy. I feel you on that one. Sorry for yawning, chat. I'm exhausted every which way but up. American 2406 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.2, see ya.
12812, 2812.
128.12, see ya, American 2406.
See you.
Nature, this is Delta Fashion 13, holding short to longitude to route.
Delta 5713, give way to that F-16 off your left there, cross runway 22 right, and then taxi via Alpha to the ramp. You can monitor ground 121.9.
Cross longitude to right, over to the ramp, and we contact Kennedy ground 121.9, Delta Fashion 13 ship, and for good.
Alright, have a good night, guys.
Good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
What first responder first aid training do you get? Pretty much nothing, to be honest with you. That's the flight attendants, they get all that training. They show us what's in the first aid kit, and they show us what's in like the survival kit in case we have to do like a survival kit or raft or whatever. We don't do any actual first aid, like first responder first aid training. That's the flight attendants, I think, get some basic stuff, but even that's not like crazy levels of training, I don't think. But pilots, we don't get anything.
MD-11 crashes at LaGuardia. Excuse, cranky airplane.
Yeah, okay, there's a lot of things wrong with that statement, including MD-11 into LaGuardia.
FedEx MD-11 into LaGuardia.
VATSIM, catch the fever.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, if you're sitting in an exit row, you're supposed to read the damn pamphlet anyway and listen to the instructions that the flight attendants give you. Nobody does, but you really should, because the one day it does happen, it's going to be a goat rope. Malicious 1, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 19018, gust 24, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 22 right, clear for takeoff. Malicious 1.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Malicious 1.
TACCOR 477, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Oh, you actually got in the, you actually got into one of those? Well, I figure that makes sense for that NOAA stuff. See, that makes sense for you. It doesn't really necessarily make sense for us doing what I do, right?
Whiskey at LaGuardia. It's party time.
Roger that. Look at that F-16 take off in a hurry, chat. Malicious 1 departure, 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12. Thanks for the ATC, Malicious 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would be freaking terrified to get strapped to one of those seats and do that training. I would not handle that very well. I'm just gonna say that right now. I mean, and I'm not like I can be underwater. It's not really an issue per se. Like I don't have issues being underwater. I can swim and all that, but oh, there's someone flying the call sign American 816, but it's not Brant. It's not Melvin with an 816. That's blasphemy, chat. I don't like this at all. No, I would freak out. I would freak the hell out, man. And like I said, I don't even have issues. Like, I can swim. I can hold my breath. But I would still... I don't think I could do it, man. I don't have that confidence in myself to think I'd be able to do it. Embrace the suck. Yeah, that would very much suck. There's no way around that. I can't believe there's an American 816 and it's not Brant. I'm pissed. I'll be right back. In honor of Melvin Leroy, though, chat, we're going to get a little Dr. Pepper. A little Dr. Pepper action going. So it'll keep me awake for the next couple hours until it's finally time for bed. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I'm telling you right now, I could not do it. I would panic.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in today.
Okay, let's hop down to the brief.
I think they're swapping out camera and controllers.
User left your channel.
I remember how much I enjoyed tower chat. Should really alternate between tower and approach more often. Sometimes approach is just a little too much. Like, especially the last couple times I've worked it, the pilots have just been kind of not good. I mean, it's VATSIM, but it just kind of turned me off a little bit. That's why I decided to come into the cab tonight. And I started out on ground originally because there was someone on the tower, but when they left, I decided to pick up the tower. Had a bad experience with an approach into a desert airport last night. Well, sorry to hear that. Vector G a little too tight. Yeah, well. That's when you gotta say, hey, we're not gonna be able to make it. Can you give us, can you re-vector us? We'd like to go misapproach, and can you give us new vectors? If you know as a pilot it's not gonna be stable because of the controllers, you just be like, hey, I need better vectors. I need you to send us around again. Try it again.
Channel switched.
American 816 Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 20018, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Oh, the gust is gone.
22 right, clear for takeoff, American 816.
Now it's just 218. Pretty decent amount of departures, chat. 13. That's the most that I see in the U.S. in terms of departures out of any single airport. Even more than Boston. Boston only has 4. Kennedy's getting love tonight, baby. That's what you like to see. I'm selfish. I always want Kennedy to have the most traffic. No, I didn't expect you to spike it. I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you mean, my friend. I was saying, I was telling everyone, look how fast you were departing because you're an F-16. Not used to seeing someone depart that fast out of Kennedy. That's all. Harrisburg approach is on, but nothing else for ZOB. So Harrisburg is us. That's not ZOB. Harrisburg is New York. It's one of our guys. Oh, I meant just lift. My words might have been wrong then. I meant lift off the runway quick, Kenny Monster. Like you were out of there in a flash. American 816 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Over to departure, American 816. Good night.
Maybe my wording wasn't very good, Kenny Monster. But I was saying you were like airborne like even before you went off screen. Like most of the regular jets, obviously, they go off the screen on my tower view here before they're up in the air. You were already wheels up by the time you were like right here. That's what I was pointing out. Was I at ZMY Live? I was indeed. I have a picture somewhere that I can pull. But I was indeed at ZMY Live. Let me get the photo. There indeed I was. That's me right there. That corny ass smile. And yeah, here's the group. There's Jeffrey. That's the guy that's going to be doing the commentating for us on for the air show on Saturday. Jeffrey B. You got Jersey Aviator was there. Joe Pence, Jersey Aviator, he was there. Let's see, who else? Streamer-wise, is it Anthony Santanastasso? I forget what his Twitch name is now. I don't know why. It's evading my brain now. But, yeah, so a good handful of guys showed up for the live event. Yeah, I thought it was Melvin at first, and then I looked and it wasn't Melvin. I was pissed. Head up to Boston Tea Party. That'd be cool. Opinion on Class Ds. I very much enjoyed Class Deltas. Big fan of Class D airspace, mainly because I'm a big fan of general aviation. Bad at Class Deltas. Well, if you're not used to them. I mean, that is... By the way, speaking of general aviation, Virtually Safe Flying Club, link to the Discord. If you're a VATSIM member and you enjoy GA flying, join the club. 938 Kennedy Tower, good evening. Wind 20018 or runway 22 left, clear to land. Pilot is Slant Whiskey. I'm actually Slant Nothing tonight. Just some good old Dr. Pepper. Dan Controls, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today. There's the Hawaiian chat. We found our friend Darth Dennis in the Hawaiian. Any tips for S2 other than don't let the funny dots touch? Just have a good rhythm, you know, and by a good rhythm I don't mean speak as fast as possible because then the pilots won't understand you. But, you know, make sure you're not tunnel visioned. Like, let's say I had like 3 or 4 aircraft that were on final here. Don't get all caught up in that. You still got to pay attention to what's going on here if you want to launch departures and all that. So just, you know, make sure you're still doing your appropriate scans and try and have a good rhythm. But don't be too fast, because if you're too fast, you're going to screw something up or the pilot's not going to be able to hear you. That's really the key. Good fixins. Thanks for coming in today, Brett. And then that's the other thing. If you're going to get some pilots that are just VATSIM pilots, and you're just going to have to kind of go with the flow sometimes. You got to try not to get frustrated. There are times, and I'm sure it has happened on stream. I'm sure you guys have seen it, where I've gotten visibly and verbally frustrated with pilots. But you got to try not to do that. You got to try not to do it. The New Yorker in me comes out a little bit sometimes, especially when I'm really busy and there's pilots that are not listening. But you just got to try and go with it. Remember that it's all virtual in the end. It's funny how when I close the blinds, because the backlight is better now, you can see me better. I'm in blue. Yeah, the New York in me. Born and raised. I also have just the teeniest little bit of Yinzer in me, chat, from the 2 years that I lived in Pittsburgh. Like, it's still Crick. I picked that up from the Yinzer. A couple other words, still a little Yinzery from the 2 years I lived in Pittsburgh. But otherwise, New Yorker through and through. JetBlue 938, welcome to Kennedy. Exit right on a hotel. Hold short 22 right.
Right hotel, hold short 22 right. JetBlue 938.
I lived in Mount Lebanon for the 2 years that I lived in Pittsburgh, so that would be in the South Hills. Yeah. What? Oh, hold on, chat. Sarah needs me. Get the knife and start poking at it. Just get the knife and poke through it. You can do it. I believe in you. Get the knife. Grew up in the east suburbs, Churchill, Monroeville area. Actually, I had a friend that lived in Monroeville that I had known before I had moved out there. Okay, hold on, chat. JetBlue 938, cross 22 right. Right turn, Bravo to the ramp. Monitor ground 1 to 1.9.
Cross 22 right. Right turn on Bravo. Then on to go 1.9. JetBlue 938.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. I'm back. So yeah, I'm familiar with that area as well as, like I said, South Hills where I lived. Then of course you had the city proper, Mount Washington. I used to go up to Mount Washington quite a bit. I had some friends also that lived in like all the way up near like Elwood City. One of the captains I flew with at that charter gig was up there. I went to his house a few times. But yeah, no, I loved living in Pittsburgh for the 2 years that I did. I thought right where I was at Mount Lebanon was amazing. And Pittsburgh is a great city. I miss it very much. Actually, Sarah and I might be trying to head out to Pittsburgh at some point in the near future. Hawaiian 808, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 20018, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, runway heading 1888.
Cranberry sounds familiar. That's North Hills, right? Cranberry's like North Hills, like up near like what is it, Wexford or something? I didn't really frequent the North Hills a lot. It was usually either South Hills, city proper, the airport obviously because I used to fly out of Pitt International for that charter gig, and you know, Monroeville because I had the friend out there. No, I very much miss the city of Pittsburgh. If my company had a base there, I would move back for sure. But my company does not have a base there, so ends that dream. Hawaiian 808 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride. Thanks for coming in today.
2812, Hawaiian 808, mahalo, see ya.
about to have another departure push. You did work on the new pit terminal? That's awesome. I miss going up to Mount Washington and just hanging out during sunset, watching the city from above like that. That was I like the visuals. I think that's why I like my job so much, is because I like the visuals of everything, scenery and all that. And I always really enjoyed sitting up out on Mount Washington and just the view of the city. Or even there's that points of view spot if you go like towards the west when you're up on Mount Washington. There's that points of view where you actually look at like the point. That's my favorite spot. I have a ton of pictures. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull them up on stream, but I have a bunch of pictures from back when I used to live in Pittsburgh that from that area up there. Really like it. Yes, we got the nice, beautiful sim sunset, chat. It is matching real time because I've got the sim set to real time and real weather. So, beautiful sim sunset, and we got a whole line of departures coming down the pike here, chat. Hope the approach controller is ready for a departure run. Please tell me you're sequencing the FedEx all the way at the back of the line there. Do not give me a gale on a gale, I swear to God.
I will not. I have this planned.
Thank you. I love you. Why didn't you come to the live event?
Financial difficulties.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
It's alright. Working in radio, you can only get so much, you know.
Fair enough. Delta 114, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Fly runway heading, wind 20018, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Whole slew of departures.
User joined your channel.
How many guys we got taxiing out at the same time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess 7. 7 all at once. I like it. Not long enough of a line. Give me more. Although we're going to have, it looks like a gale on a gale, which is not ideal, but it's only so much you can do when there's a ton of gales. Delta 246, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line of weight.
Line of weight 22 right, Delta 246.
Yeah, we're definitely pushing a lot more out than we are bringing in, that's for sure. That is okay with me. Don't worry, Atmos, I know Jeffrey is going to be at Expo. He's going to be my representative for the Virtually Safe Flying Club. Delta 114, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Alright, departure departure 128.12, and have a good night.
Delta 246, fly, runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 246.
Tom Jet 522, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up wait.
2522, line up and wait.
Is it Tom Jet or Thompson? Now I don't remember. TOM call sign. Tom Jet, I was right. Never doubt myself. Should never doubt myself. Delta 246, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Departure 128.12, Delta 246, have a good night.
Tom Jet 522, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading 22 right, clear for takeoff, Tom Jet 522.
Oh, another 816 that's not Brandt. Oh, it is Brandt this time. This is Brandt. Thank you. FedEx 816 heavy. Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up wait.
Line up wait, FedEx 816 heavy.
This 816 is Melvin Leroy. Thank the Lord, chat. The American was the imposter. The FedEx 816 is the real deal. Now we're talking. Thanks for coming in today.
Great to be here.
There was an American 816 earlier, and I was like pissed off that it wasn't you, but now I'm glad that this one is you.
Yeah, I figured that might mess you up a little bit.
That makes me so happy, chat. Tom Jet 522, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, 7522, thank you.
FedEx 816, fly runway heading, wind 20018, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 22 right, fly runway heading, FedEx 816 heavy.
Delta 5790 heavy, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line of point.
Runway 22 right, Delta 5790.
The departure merry-go-round is in full effect. Everybody left 060. Until you get to this guy, he's going to just stay on runway heading. Going to Robbinsville. And Brandt was off the runway pretty quick. FedEx 816 heavy, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Over to departure. We'll see you, Mike.
Take it easy, Brandt. Delta 5790 heavy, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 22 right, Delta 5790.
Delta 2115, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up wait, caution, wake turbulence.
Good evening, 22 right, line up and wait, Delta 2115.
Does Alpha Echo have a call sign, or is he just Alpha Echo?
He's Alpha Echo.
Thank you.
That's always a good start to a question.
Darth Dennis, appreciate you stopping by. I'm probably going to get off in about a half an hour, so I don't know if I would get you on the way back, but I appreciate you flying out. Delta 5790 Heavy departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Clear departure. Have a great day, Delta 5790 Heavy.
You need a little bit of time for wake turbulence, and it's probably a good thing I need to give my departure controller a little breathing room here. Is Branch streaming, chat? I'm curious. If he's streaming, then I know exactly who I'm going to raid. He is streaming! Alright, we're in business, chat. We're in business. You can't get rid of me that quickly, but once I am done, it looks like he is going to Toronto as well, so, we will definitely have someone to raid. That is for sure. Oh, look at his stream right now, chat. You can get a good view of Kennedy from here. Look at that. Follow Melvin Leroy if you don't already, chat.
So I'm getting 35 native and 60 with the
He's got a voice, a good voice, good ASMR voice. He should do radio, honestly, chat. Delta 2115, fly runway heading, wind 20018, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, 22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2115.
Alpha Echo 46, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Alpha Echo 46.
Yeah, Brant's got one of those soothing voices that could probably like help you put you to sleep if you needed it. ASMR-y voice. Hey, listen, to each their own, man. But he is a good man, and I'm very happy to have him as one of my admin on the flying club.
User joined your channel.
Good evening.
Thanks for coming in today. Delta 2115, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Departure, we'll see you, Delta 2115.
Alpha Echo 46, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Alpha Echo 46.
Delta 190, Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line up wait.
22 right, line up wait, Delta 190.
want help on the ground? I can jump in.
That voice sounds familiar too, chat.
Sound muted.
That voice sounds familiar too. I'm pretty sure that's our good buddy Rob Valkyrie. Delta 190. I bet you he's going up to Toronto too, chat. Probably following Brant. I bet he is. He sure is. Sure is, chat. Love it.
Sound resumed.
He's also going to be performing in the air show tomorrow. Or tomorrow. Saturday. Saturday. Not tomorrow. Saturday. Air show Saturday. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Alpha Echo 46, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12, Alpha Echo 46.
Yeah, for all the times I promoted it, you would think that I wouldn't have made that mistake, but even I am susceptible. So we had Brant, and now we have Rob. Rob Marcinic, also one of our Virtue USA Flying Club admin, although he's... Actually, no, he's not due for the event. Zach's due to host an event. Rob did one pretty recently. He's good. We're good, chat. Delta 190, fly runway heading. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, Delta 190.
Thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome.
He's the one that says you're welcome. That's funny. Oh, man. Even got a couple more departures coming down the pike, chat. It's departure heavy. Departure heavy night out of Kennedy. Oh, no. My audio for VATSIM just did a little disconnect, reconnect. Please don't. Please don't. Don't do this shit to me right now. Delta 190 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
User joined your channel.
Fuck. Same up. My audio for VATSIM just crashed. Delta 190 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.1.
Alright, we're back. What's up?
I don't know if that happened to be with your FE comms on Alpha Echo 46.
Alpha Echo 46 departure 128.12. Oh, it just fucking dropped again. Come on! Alpha Echo 46, are you still with Kennedy Tower? I don't think he's still on my frequency, so you might have to send him contact me, but my audio for VATSIM is really screwing up now. LL 6 Heavy, New York? Or Kennedy? I might be done here, chat. LL 6 Heavy, Kennedy Tower?
Yeah, Kennedy Tower, LL6 Heavy, for 22.
LL6 Heavy, Kennedy Tower. Good evening, wind 200 at 18, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, LL6 Heavy.
Yeah, my audio for VATSIM might be... I keep having to disconnect and reconnect. I'm going to see if it holds. Sorry. Damn it, chat. We didn't need technical difficulties. I'm not going to be on for much longer. And not even because of the technical difficulties. I was already planning on getting off in about 15 minutes, cleared contact. But with the now that I'm having issues, it's holding now.
Yeah, it might be. I'm trying to connect as an observer. When I connect audio for VATSIM, it connects me to JFK Tower for some reason. I disconnected it, Mike. So.
No, it's not your fault that I'm having these issues. It's whatever's going on with AFV that's causing the issues.
And it me connects as a JFK Tower 1 for some reason. I have no idea why. Very strange.
I think audio for VATSIM is probably having issues. Is it China, James? Is it China Eastern or China Southern for the CES?
China Eastern.
Eastern, thank you. China Eastern 785, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Fly runway heading. Wind 20018. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. I can't tell if these guys are hearing me or not anymore. Son of a fucking bitch. China Eastern 785, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Fly runway heading. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Is he on my frequency? Because I can't tell if my audio for VATSIM's working or not.
I told him to monitor you.
Okay. Air Canada 510, Kennedy Tower.
Canada 510, hello. On a flight on establishment airlines to select.
Air Canada 510, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Wind 20018. Runway 22 left, clear to land.
Clear land to select, Air Canada 510.
LL6 Heavy, continue hotel. Hold short 22 right.
Hotel, short of 22 right, LL6 Heavy.
China Eastern 785, Kennedy.
China Eastern 785.
China Eastern 785, Kennedy Tower. Good evening. Fly runway heading. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
User joined
Runway
your
22
channel.
right, clear to take off. China Eastern 785.
And confirm fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading China Eastern 785.
Okay, I think I might be good now after a couple of disconnect reconnects. It's funny though because I have to leave in like 15 minutes anyway. Dimitri, do you want tower?
Sure, I'll jump in.
Yeah, get on board.
I'm also gonna have to close the top and keep
Son of a gun.
camera.
Alright, let's do that. Yeah, let me grab camera.
Hey, Dimitri.
Hey, Jordan.
Sorry, chat, the laundry beeps. I don't want the beeper to keep going off. That's why I rushed over there. China Eastern 785, I need you to start the takeoff roll. You got people waiting behind you.
Eastern 785 confirmed line up and wait.
No, you are cleared for takeoff, sir. Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Want me to grab tower now?
Oh my god.
Runway 225, clear to take off. Fly runway heading, China Extension, 2185.
Okay.
Chaos mode, go.
Wait, what's happening?
Nothing.
Wrong. Who's going on what now?
Dimitri's taking camera.
Oh, he's taking Oh, Dimitri, you're camera now? That's awesome. Dude. Citation 219 Delta Foxtrot, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line of wait.
Were you cameraing at New York Live, Dimitri? Or, oh no, you were on departure.
Citation 219 Delta Fox. Audio for VATSIM, you're killing me, baby.
Departure, ground.
Yeah, you were everything.
Citation 219 Delta Foxtrot, Kennedy Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line of wait. LL6 heavy, cross 22 right. Left alpha to the ramp, monitor ground 121.9.
And I sent in as a Cameron.
Oh, I'm going to lose my mind here.
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, my audio for VATSIM is garbage again. Because I don't have a gun.
Yeah, it's me, because I tried to connect as Cameron, and audio for Watson connects as a Kennedy Tower.
LL6 heavy, cross 22 right. Left turn alpha to the ramp, monitor ground 121.9.
Working fine over here.
22 right, Alpha, and monitor ground.
It might be Dimitri it might be Dimitri interfering me.
Yep, it's me.
It's me.
China Eastern 785 departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
128.12.
So I was getting some interference apparently, chat. That's weird. Where will you be when the diarrhea strikes? Air Canada 510, welcome to Canada. You can continue hotel, cross 22 right as well. Alpha to the ramp, behind the LL, monitor ground 121.9.
Cross to right, behind LL, and contact ground. Actually, monitor 121.9. Air Canada 510.
Yeah, it was a weird glitch that every time he was connecting, somehow it was interfering with my stuff. That's weird. Very strange. Citation 219 Delta Foxtrot, fly runway heading, wind 20018, or runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 22 right, citation 219 Delta Foxtrot.
KLM 1919 Kennedy Tower, good evening, runway 22 right, line of point.
Line, 19 or 19er.
Left your channel.
I don't know if that was English, chat, but... Alright. Atmos, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming in today.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
See ya. I'm not gonna be at Expo, I'm sorry, but see ya. Told you I got other plans already. Cheaper plans. It's gotta be there's gotta be something going on with the way you're connecting. Are you sure that you're connecting as Cameron and everything?
Yeah, look at the controller list. You see me there in blue?
I do see you 2G Cameron, yep.
There's been problems with the relief call signs I've been seeing. It might be that.
Establishing the ILS to the left.
American 320 Kennedy Tower, good evening, wind 20018, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Jump on a...
Runway 22 left, clear to land, American 320.
November 219 Delta Foxtrot, departure 128.12, enjoy the ride.
Over to departure 128.12, thanks, have a good day, 19 Delta Foxtrot.
See you. KLM 1919, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Kilo Lima Mike, 19er, 19er.
Can't place a value on your fan. All right, you guys are. Listen. I have plans already. Alternate plans.
Goes right into the JFK1 tower.
I can't be doing that. Can't. Not. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have it. I don't think Sarah would want me to be away for another weekend either. So I can't do it. I wish I could. But next year.
Still yet, like you maybe like open
next
the frequency for approach, like manually.
All right, Mike. You know what happened? I figured out.
What happened?
You know, you still logged in audio for Watson in my computer.
Ah. No shot. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's why I was cutting my auto for VATSIM out, because it was like, oh, you got dual connections. KLM 1919, departure 128.12. Enjoy the ride.
Because I logged in under my other computer, and it's fine. On this computer, I'm looking at VATSIM CID is 138.
Put the extra FSX funds to the club then. What do you mean extra? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me, Phil. Oh, boy. Dude. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I truly, honestly, truly, I already have plans. I can't go to Expo. It's been out of the cards. I can't change it last minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm letting you down. I appreciate what you just did, though. Off stream.
User joined your
and yes, it will be put towards the club. 100%.
I'm surprised your AFE is logged in as him, but the CRC is not.
That's because he changed probably it on CRC, but forgot to change it audio for VATSIM.
That's funny.
Yeah, I only run audio for Watson and TeamSpeak on this computer, the one that I brought to live.
After all that, you're telling me you can't make it either? Oh my god. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you, man.
Alright, now I have a JFK approach.
Okay. I don't know where KLM 1919 is going, but that's certainly not runway heading. It's getting very VATSIM-y all of a sudden. American 320, welcome to Kennedy Hotel. Hold short 2 to right.
Hotel, hold short 2 to right, American 320.
Don't hand that KLM to me if you, the one that's on final, unless you did already, because I am gonna try and get off of. I'm gonna try and get off of Kennedy Tower here once Dimitri is ready.
Dimitri, you ready for Cameron?
Yep, I am in.
Cool. Some sort of letter in the 2-2's configuration. There's tower ground up below. Tower's gonna close. Nobody on above. You got Newark adjacent. Boston Center's on.
Yeah, this is Echo, by the way.
There you go. As far as traffic goes, November 219 Delta Foxtrot 050 to 11000. Kelm 643 heavies cleared for the ILS. Kelm 1918, no idea. That's it. Any questions?
Yep, no questions. My control Delta Pop.
America 320, cross 2 right. You can make the right turn on Bravo to the ramp. Monitor ground 1 to 1.9 on the other side.
Brief for the tower.
Clear runway 2 to right.
Sure. So I just got American 320 to cross 2 to right. He's going to monitor ground on the other side, right on Bravo. Ground 1 to 1.9. And that's the only aircraft that I have. I'll let the ground controller know that you're taking over the tower services. 2-2 straight up Ada Echo.
Thank you. My control Delta Papa. No
Your
questions.
control MG. Ground locale.
Go ahead.
Your new tower frequency is 128.125. Cameron is covering tower.
Roger that, FR.
MG.
I've just sent him a contact.
Alright, that is going to do it for me, chat. Before I go, you couldn't escape one more plug of the Second annual. Oh, let me switch the screens. Second annual Virtue USA Flying Club Air Show. Saturday. This is the day after tomorrow. Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Jeffrey B is the Twitch channel. I'm going to shout out, actually, in just a second here, his Twitch channel. Unless Kenny Monster, if you're still listening, shout out the Jeffrey B channel on Twitch, please. Otherwise, I'll do it, chat. Be there at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Love to see you guys in the chat, hanging out. Jeffrey's going to be commentating the show, so he's not going to be paying attention to his own chat. I'll be in the chat.
4 to 3 heavy, 5 mile final, 22 left.
Oh, did you hand KLM to me? Because he just called on my frequency.
Never switched him over.
He called me on his own free will then, I guess. KLM 643, Heavy Kennedy Tower, good evening. Wind 20018, runway 22 left, clear to land. Ah, whatever, I'll clear him to land. Anyways, chat. Oh god, I'm all messed now, chat.
Is KLM still with you, the 643?
Yeah, he came to me, but he wasn't supposed to. But he also just didn't respond. KLM 643 Heavy, Kennedy Tower. He might have just died. He's paused. Messy ending, chat. KLM 643 Heavy, New York.
Ground clearance.
He's not responding to me.
Tower, KLM 643 heavy, short final, 22 left.
KLM 643 Heavy, out here, Kennedy Tower.
Say that again?
KLM 643 Heavy, wind 20018, runway 22 left, clear to land.
I don't know. I hit him, but he's not responding.
No. I just cleared him to land, alright? I just cleared him to land. He was on my frequency. Sorry, chat. This is a messy ending. I'll get him off the runway and get him to ground. So then after that, try and make sure they don't come to me, I guess. Alright, anyways, chat. Sorry about that. 1 o'clock, Jeffrey B. Be there Saturday. Again, I'll be the one that's typing in his chat because I'll be doing that and the Air Boss. Jeffrey's going to be busy commentating and doing the camera work for the show. So he won't be able to respond, but I'll take care of his chat for him. So I hope to see you guys there. I'm going to get this raid set up to the Melvin Leroy channel like I promised you guys I would. And I will see you guys in the Jeffrey B channel Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to see you all there. Have a good night, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed me on Kennedy Tower tonight.
Anyway.
I'll tell Boston.
I might have to wing it here, guys.
Yeah, just tell him.
Hit him. I'm gonna have to shoot
Sound muted.
The iPad Echo approach here. I did update, but I think flight factor